Hey, what's up, everyone? Just announced Final Fantasy Commander decks revealed. It looks really awesome. We're going to be getting four Commander decks. Each deck is themed around a game, and the games that were announced today are going to be Final Fantasy 6, Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 10, and 14. 14 being the MMO. And just really quickly, we're going to take a look at the four commanders that were spoiled from Final Fantasy VI. We have Terra, Herald of Hope. This is a Mardu, red, white, and black, 3 mana, 3/3 commander. Trance. At the beginning of combat on your turn, mill 2 cards. Terra gains flying until end of turn. Whenever Terra deals combat damage to a player, you may pay 2. When you do, return target creature card with power 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. So what they talked about this deck, they said that it's going to be like a party deck. They said it's focused on the second half of Final Fantasy VI, and that it's going to be all about bringing your party back from the grave together. Very interesting card. I mean, I don't know how powerful this is going to be, but I think it's just going to be fun. You have the whole theme. Each commander deck is set within that game's theme. And they said you're going to see other characters from the theme, other characters from the game. So other characters from Final Fantasy VI are going to be in there. They also mentioned that they had an interesting time trying to get the aesthetics, especially for six, because that game doesn't have like that game's kind of older and it's got more of the pixel art. I think it's going to be really cool. Not really so much in terms of the commander deck, but maybe we will see some of the commander deck, some old school pixel art. I think that would be really cool. This is going to be a party themed deck, so I think that's going to match up pretty well with the Adventures of the Forgotten Realm cards. So it should be fun. And just a 3 mana 3/3 commander. People like to cast low mana cast commanders. You have a passive auto mill cards. She gets flying, so it helps her get through, and then you can bring stuff back from the graveyard. Now that I think of it, it's actually pretty good. You get to do some wacky stuff, bring some really nice things. 3 mana or in a creature with power 3 or less, not 3 mana cost or less. So there's a lot of really powerful things you can get back. So very, very interesting, very cool. Let's take a look at Final Fantasy VII Cloud, everyone's favorite, right? So he's 5 mana, Naya, red, green, white, 4/4 haste. When Cloud enters, attach up to one target equipment you control to it. Whenever Cloud attacks, draw a card for each equipped attacking creature you control. Then, if Cloud has power 7 or greater, create 2 treasures. Really cool. So if you have multiple creatures that are equipped, you get to draw a card for each of them. He's got haste. And then he immediately gets the equipment attached to it. They're trying to focus on this, on his Buster Sword, right? And they talked about how it was really good in red and white because of the equipment theme, that they wanted to add the green for the power matters, power 4, greater matters theme. I think it would be really interesting. What if you run this deck or this card in its style and you combine it with the Captain America card? I mean, Magic is going into this crazy universes beyond, whether you like it or not. Everyone's got their own opinion on it, but I think it'll be fun every once in a while to run out Cloud and the Captain America on the same team, and you have all this equipment going on, and it'll be pretty fun. I think it'll be pretty fun. One thing I want to know is look at the Chocobo set icon. That's awesome. I think that's amazing. That's really cool. All right, so Final Fantasy X Tidus, everybody's favorite. It's really focused on Blitzball. So he's 3 mana, Bant, green, white, blue, 3/3. At the beginning of combat, you may move a counter from target creature you control onto a second target creature you control. So the theme is you're passing the Blitzball around. And his other ability is Cheer. Whenever one or more creatures you control with a counter on them deal combat damage to a player, you may draw a card and proliferate. Do this only once each turn. Pretty cool. Draw effects. You only get to draw one card a turn. Whenever one or more creatures you control with counters on them deal combat damage, you may draw a card. And proliferate, pretty interesting. It's going to be a lot of FF10 references in here. maybe we'll see. What's that card from Bloomberg? Otterball something or other. It's probably gonna be in there. They're gonna change the name to like Blitzball or something. And obviously, we're gonna see the other characters. Gonna be Yuna is gonna be popping up. They already considered Yuna as the commander for this set for the Final Fantasy X. We already saw artwork of Tidus and Yuna kissing, so that's gonna be in there. Finally, Final Fantasy 14. Forgive me, I'm not sure how to pronounce this name. Y'shtola, Knights Blessed. 4 mana Esper, uh, white, blue, black, 4 mana, 2/4 vigilance, cat, warlock. At the beginning of each end step, if a player lost 4 or more life this turn, you draw a card. Very cool. Each end step, so you get to draw. You can potentially draw a card on each of your opponent's turns. And then whenever you cast a non-creature spell with mana value 3 or greater, Y'shtola deals 2 damage to each opponent and you gain 2 life. So this is all about, you have your opponents attacking each other to help you draw cards. Really cool. You can play like Goad, which will make your opponents attack each other to get the draw. That'll be fun. But you can cast instants on their turn. It has got to be a 3 value 3 or greater instant, or a non-creature spell, so you can cast things with flash. That's not a creature, and 2 damage to each opponent. So you can really damage a lot of people, but you got to do 2 of these to get the 4 life payoff. I think this is really awesome card, really fun. And so here are the deck box arts. Looks really, really cool. They said that they're gonna have the regular versions. The MSRP is going to be, I believe, $79.99. Let me just confirm that. $69.99. So the regular one's going to be $69.99, and then there is going to be just like Fallout had or Warhammer had. There's going to be the collector's edition, where every card is a Surge foil, and these are going to retail or MSRP for, I think it's 150, 149. Yep, 149.99. So really awesome. These are, I mean, from a finance perspective, I just want to say that the hype for Final Fantasy set is insane. Is from what I gather. I think it's gonna. I don't know if it's gonna be more demand than Lord of the Rings, but I certainly believe that it's gonna be more demand than Fallout, and higher demand than Warhammer 40K, Assassin's Creed, than any of those universes beyond. Because we haven't seen Marvel yet. Marvel's gonna go nuts. So I think it'd be close to Lord of the Rings. It could be higher. It could be more than Lord of the Rings. I really think it has potential. Just the whole Final Fantasy set, not just the Commander decks, right? Lord of the Rings did not have collector's editions, and Lord of the Rings. Let's take a look at the TCG player Lord of the Rings. Like, let's see where the Commander decks are in terms of price. I saw that Costco had like a huge, like they were selling Lord of the Rings Commander decks at Costco for like a really cheap price. So, the value of the Lord of the Rings Commander decks, I don't believe has really increased much. But look at Warhammer. Okay, a set of the 4 Warhammer decks is going for 500, and the collector's edition is going for 800. Let's see here. We have, what do we have? What? Why is Lord of the Rings? Lord of the Rings Commander deck set of 4. Okay, so Commander deck set of 4 is 173. I think that's close to the regular price. I mean, it's dropped a lot because of the huge Costco dump. So we don't know if they're going to do that for Final Fantasy, and if they are, it definitely won't be the collector's edition. Certainly not, but we'll have to see But you look, even before the Costco dump, this thing was going up to over 250, and it's just a huge crash because Costco was just getting rid of them at discount rates. I don't know if you can find them anymore at Costco for this, but that's just wild. Let's look. And have you seen the Fallout Commander decks? So the Fallout Commander cases, I think they also had a Costco thing. I'm not sure, but maybe. But look, see the prices. It went down, and now it's slowly coming back up. Now, did Fallout not have collector edition? Maybe it didn't. Yeah. So it didn't. It doesn't seem like it did. So really, Warhammer 40K collector's edition is what we can look at in terms of. I mean, just look at that. So if Final Fantasy does anything like this, it's gonna go crazy. And I think the demand for Final Fantasy is gonna be higher. Really, it's really gonna depend on how much Wizards of the Coast prints, whether we have a crazy uh, Costco dump or Amazon dump or whatever. I hope we do not get one of those, at least not for the collector's editions. And the prices are pretty high on this, $70 for a regular Commander deck for MSRP. You can probably get it for less, maybe 60 maybe. We'll see. That means 4-pack, the case of the Commander deck at MSRP, you're looking at 280. I think they cut a little bit off for buying all four, so I don't know, $200. So it's they're really increasing the price on this. So this is gonna be really expensive, but the demand is gonna be so high. It's gonna be awesome. Let me know what you guys think about Final Fantasy. Are you excited? Are you gonna get the collector's edition, the regular one? Which deck is your favorite? And we will check in when more spoilers come out. Thanks.